Hello, everyone. How's it going? Hope you're well. With Valentine's Day around the corner, I thought I'd share some of my thoughts around the question we ask ourselves at times. Do I need someone else to be happy in order to be happy? And I think it's kind of silly, but we are gonna go through the thought process right now of what are some of the thoughts that come up. Why would we ask ourselves this question? So much like how most of us do, I went through this thought process myself. Sometimes we think that we're not good enough, or sometimes we want some validation. We want to be validated by someone else to tell us that we're good enough. Sometimes we are just lonely. Maybe you've been single for a long time, or maybe you haven't been single for a long time, but you're still lonely. And these different emotions and concepts come up. Somebody else would just take you away and you would be just busy with them. Well, busy isn't the same thing as being at peace with someone. Busy with someone isn't the same as being at peace with someone. It's not being at peace with yourself either. But do you need to have someone else? I don't really think so. I think the biggest need that you need to have, or you know what, maybe even not need, but the thing that would make you way more comfortable on a day-to-day basis and just way more energized or just content in a day-to-day basis is having a much deeper and stronger connection and relationship with yourself. And that's what I've been working on for several years, for many years. And it's really made a lot of things fall into place, and a lot of peace has been brought to me, because I definitely feel good enough, and I definitely feel like I don't have to put on a show and convince anybody that I am. And I also don't really feel lonely when it comes like romantically or anything, because if it's my focus to find someone, then okay, then I guess that's what my focus is. But my focus is a lot on myself, the things I'm trying to build and create, and building relationships with people, and not just romantic, but with people, where we can go and make these things happen, and I can help them make their goals happen. So that's really fun. If I just so happen to find someone romantically along the way where I could share these goals and ideals with, that's amazing. But I'm not hanging on to that concept. I'm not trying to hang on to a thought that somebody else would make things better. What usually tends to happen is when we put a lot of weight into thinking that someone else will solve our problems. If we're lonely, then let's just get with somebody who can tolerate us. Or if we're not feeling good enough, then we'll make someone else who makes us feel good. Or if we don't feel good enough, then you know what? By me having someone else, it'll show me and it'll show everyone else that I'm good enough. That doesn't really work. That does not really fill out. That does not really fill the void that you're looking to fill. What usually fills it is a lot of self-reflection, so a lot of deeper work, inner work. So now with me, how I got over those feelings, because I have not felt those feelings in terms of needing to have someone romantically for a very long time, how I got over that was really starting with reflecting with myself as to why am I feeling these feelings in the first place. So I would ask myself. I would ask myself questions like, why do I not feel good enough in the first place? Do I need to have somebody else to validate that I am important, that I am worthy of being with somebody? And am I lonely because I don't have because I'm not with somebody? Or am I lonely because I'm not really comfortable being alone? Or am I lonely because I'm not really comfortable with who I am or where I am right now, and I wish I wasn't there? Or I wish I wasn't the version of who I am right now. And then I wish I was somewhere else, or I wish I was someone else. And these are the kind of thoughts and feelings, and these are the kind of thoughts and emotions that you could say battled through, but everyone has to go through their own battles and processes. But I answer these questions one at a time, and it takes time, and it takes work, the deep work, the inner work. You find your inner strength, and you're able to pass through that. And so I came to the realization, at least for myself, that I don't really need to be with somebody else in order to be validated, and I don't need someone else to really impress and to show that I'm worthy, because I created a much deeper connection and relationship with myself. And you can really formulate these thoughts and words as being around self-love, because that is super important. Another way for you to look at it is really having self-respect, is really having a deeper level of self-respect for yourself. You know, maybe it kind of sucks, whatever you're going through or how you're feeling about yourself now. That doesn't mean that you suck as a person. The situation sucks. And maybe the situation that you put yourself in, or that you just happen to be in, or the version of yourself that you are, your skill sets, maybe they kind of suck in a way. But that no way, shape, or form means that you suck as a person. Instead of looking for someone else to come in and fill the void that you want filled, it's much more practical and effective in the short and long term, well, especially the long term, who you are as a person and the things that you want, and understanding really the difference between your needs and your wants, and really being more at peace with yourself. To do that work, so then you have a deeper level of respect and you're able to carry that and build upon that. And that's really what it comes down to, shifting your habits and your mindset. And those are the things that I really focus on. Myself, as a clarity coach, I help professionals who are feeling a little bit overwhelmed within certain facets of their life, and help them gain more clarity and confidence through techniques of ownership and resilience. So you are already amazing. All right, you're already amazing. If you want to change, if you want something to change in your life, you can create the shift. But you do not, at least from my experience, you do not need to have somebody else in your life, let's say as a partner, for the main purpose of just proving that you're worthy of something that you're unsure of. Because you're already everything that you need. So keep that in mind, the self-love, the self-respect, and keep stepping forward. I'll catch you soon.